So that was a very short summary of my FSR career, but for this year I decided to switch teams. So this time I'm not driving for GoSpeed anymore. I will be driving for a new team called Origin Front Row Racing, and I had been in contact with them since the middle, I think around the summer break in fact, in the 2015 season. At that time I had doubts whether I would join. Let me turn on the light. I honestly did not want to join, or I didn't want to, but I said I would come back later. But of course, if you are really positive about making a switch, then you would immediately say yes. But I said I'll get back to it. But I kept it, in my head, and I started to believe that Origin would be the better team for me for next year. I'm not gonna go full in detail on this, but I believe that there were some problems at GoSpeed at the time. I'm driving on the right the whole time, let's go to the left lane. And I started to see the team falling apart a little bit, and even the team boss said himself that the team started to fall apart. And when a team boss says something like that, a team boss says that the team is falling apart, that's an indication for me, get out of here and get to a new team. And that was not the only reason why I switched, because I wouldn't make a switch, just because of that. I'm someone who wants to help a team, but a big factor as well is that I will have a very good teammate alongside me next year, most likely, in the name of Kuba Brzezinski. I think I can perform very well with him. I know how it is, or what it feels like to be pushed to the maximum by a teammate, by a rival, by whatever. But I think a team needs something like that. Two drivers who know from each other that they will push each other to the limit, and when you have that, I would be comfortable as a team boss. Of course, you can have some battles within the team because of that, if they are both really committed and something like that, which I think Kuba and me both are, at least I am, that's for sure. Furthermore, I'm looking forward to next season and the new team. I was introduced to the new team I think about 3 days after the last FSR race, and it was all fine, to be honest. Nothing weird. What I do notice though, in terms of differences between this team and the previous team, so Origin and GoSpeed, this team has a lot more people who are involved in the management, who are involved in everything basically, and that is because Origin is some kind of sister team, I believe, or works together with Avid Chronic Racing Team. So I am in a group chat where there are Avid Chronic drivers as well. That's a bit different, I have to say. And obviously Avid Chronic has his own team boss, Origin has his own team boss, it has a team owner, it has someone who manages this, that, an engineer who manages this and that. So it's a bit different. And talking about engineer, in fact, there was also a question from someone, I think from Mike, who asked whether Justin will be my engineer for next year as well, and the answer to that is yes. At least I think Justin does enjoy doing it, which I'm really glad about, because it's very nice having him, especially in the WC races. In Brazil, for example, I couldn't have finished that race as well as I did without him, most likely. So it's very nice to have him. We are speeding a bit, so let's slow down. Yeah, he will be my engineer then. And also a big difference between this team and GoSpeed is that this team has got more software for engineers, for example. I'll give you an example. Last year Justin was not able to read data of my car in real time. I had to tell him after every single lap what my tire wear was like, what my fuel levels were at, and that kind of stuff. What my temperatures were at. Go on, go on, go on. With Origin Front Row Racing, they have got software where Justin can see in real time what's happening with my car. It's basically real-time telemetry. What is happening with the car, how much fuel I have got, how much tire life I have got. That will be extremely important, mostly for Justin, but also for me, because basically after every single lap I had to tell Justin what my tires were at, what my fuel level was at, and you know, it's not always nice for that as a driver. Don't get me wrong, it wasn't the worst thing ever, because you know, I could live with it. If not, I wouldn't have done it. Simple as that. But still, it's a bit better, and I think this team is a bit more fine-tuned compared to GoSpeed. That is the way I feel about it, though. I think that's enough about the whole FSR stuff, though. We are driving nicely on this British road. We're going back to Amsterdam. If you haven't noticed yet, I was talking about FSR the whole time. But yeah, I really hope that next season is going to be a strong one. And in terms of teammates, obviously Kuba. We both know what we are doing. We both know what's the best thing to do, and I think we can push each other both to the limits. Long-time subscribers, really long-time subscribers of this channel will know my rivalry with Alex Gillen, and even though I had a rivalry with him on a not simulator game, F1 2012, yeah, all the sim guys will be like, oh, he played F1 by Codemasters, oh no. But yeah, I indeed played that, and I had a really big rivalry with a guy there named Alex Gillen, and we always pushed each other to the limits. And yeah, that was really nice. Whether it's a teammate or a rival, I don't think it matters all that much. I am not typically a guy who will let my teammate through. When we are on driven strategy, I'll definitely have a think of it, because it isn't always clever to fight then. But when it's pure for position, then I'm not going to just let him pass, most likely, unless it's in a weird or unusual condition or situation. But of course, I never had that as well. I never really had a situation so far where I would have to let a teammate through. And you don't really know how you are going to react until it happens. But if it's for position, no, just fight for it, yo. I'm not going to give my teammate special treatment or something like that over anyone else. I'll fight with my teammate as hard as I'll do with anyone else. But as I said, if he is on a different strategy or something, I am doing a 4-stop, he's doing a 2-stop, then it's obvious that it's sometimes better to let one or another go. Then you need to work together a bit as well, of course. Anyway, here we go. At the port. Let's go back to Europort. Europort is the way we say it in the Netherlands. Switch on the lights, and let's go. After this delivery, I'll get my phone, have a quick look at the comments, see what people are talking about. Yesterday, by the way, in case you guys want to know, I was in Germany. We had a school trip. I had to wake up at 4:34 in the morning. And we were back by 10 PM, something like that. It was a long day in Germany. We were in Bonn, B-O-N-N. which used to be the capital city of the BRD, the Bundesrepublik Deutschland, which was the western part, so to say, of the divided Germany. Of course, you had the western part with democracy for the win, and you had the eastern communism part. So that's where we went. It was an interesting day. We visited a museum which was all about the Cold War, and we also went in the city. But it was a pretty long day, I have to say, so I'm a bit tired, to be honest, from that. I'm not a person at all who likes to... I think most men will agree, by the way, but I'm not a person who can walk through a city for hours and hours, you know, jump into this winkle. Dutch viewers will know what's going on. Jump into this shop and then hop into the next one. I said jump into a winkle. A winkle, basically it's a shop, but then in the Dutch language, so something messed up in my brain there. No, but I'm not that kind of guy. Walking for 4, 5, 6 hours in the city. My legs hurt. Just bring me home. I don't like shopping at all. I hate it. To the left here. Yep. Can we go? Thank you very much, sir. Sound the horn. The horn sounds really quiet. Oh, this is, by the way, a section. I still remember it. Oh, wait. Or is... I think there was something wrong with this section. Yeah, see? Look on the sat-nav. It says 50 kilometers an hour. But we just got past a road sign where it said 100 kph. So... I really don't know what's going on there always. They never changed it either. I'm sure you come next to a sign which says 50, then the next one says 100, but the sat-nav still says 50. I'm going to presume that it's 100. But maybe I'm wrong. There are no kind of speed cameras over here anyway, so it doesn't matter all too much. But the AI also drives 50 kph. Oh wait, and here it goes to 80. Yep. Okay, it actually makes sense because it's a tunnel. You have to drive 50. Makes some sense, I guess. Guess we'll finish this job and run off the video. Again, if you have any recommendations for mods, then please let me know. In fact, I'm going to get my phone quickly because I remember that I promised I would do that. Let's get a few comments, see whether there were any questions or funny comments. There's an airplane above us. This is Schiphol on the right. Or Schiphol, however you want to pronounce it. Episode 47. Ah, we have some German viewers. Finally, this series is back. Time to test your German skills once again. Remember that I talk German sometimes a bit. And then someone else reacts. Nun ja, ein paar Wörter sind ja relativ ähnlich. No, wants me to talk a few words. Okay, here we go. Let's start again with this, mate. So there are a few questions over here. What about your driving license and did you get a car? Is it a Golf? I think I said in the previous video that I wasn't yet driving. I think I said it. I think I said in the previous video that I didn't do anything in terms of driving license just yet. I'm going to do that in 2016 though, probably after I finish my exams. Hopefully pass them as well, of course. But then I'm going to start to obtain my driving license. Hopefully it won't take me too long. As you know, for a starter car, I don't really know. I did fell in love though, reasonably, you know, a short while ago, with a Toyota GT86. But for a starter car, it is a bit expensive. I have to say, it's too expensive. I'm not going to get that. But that, what a fantastic car. I don't know why. It's just my car. What do you think about the McLaren MP413 iRacing? Is it good? I'll make a video of that one. Trying to get through this quickly, because we are almost in Amsterdam. We are in fact already in Amsterdam. Did your former team boss calm down after Spa? Yes. It's a simple answer, I know. You wanna hear probably a bit more, but yes, he did. He's still the team boss there, but he got a bit more help from others, I believe. But he is still team boss there, even though he said that he would quit. Another reason why I left GoSpeed, you know, the team boss says he quits, but then a week later he is still there. So, you know, I don't know. It seems a bit unorganized, a bit messy, so to say. But I really think that they can do a better job. I hope they have done so already. Because those guys, they are not dumb. They are really smart. They know what they're doing, but they do need to keep their heads together, I think, and work together as well. What are your aims for next season, and can you challenge Koopa? I don't have any aims. I'll see how it goes this season. I'll try my best. I hope to get as many podiums as possible. You know, you don't want to, you know, I don't have to win every single race or whatever. Of course, if I can, it's good. But we saw in 2012 with Alonso, didn't win a lot of races, but consistently finished on the podium, and also challenged for the championship. Can you challenge Kuba? Yes, I can. Someone says, I prefer you talk about racing and your life, but lay the focus on racing. That is what Bob Herbs said. Thank you for that recommendation. I'll try to keep that in mind. Someone else again recommending the Pro Mod map. I'll download that as soon as I have bought the Scandinavian DLC. But I never liked this this kind of arch over here. You can never make it by staying on the right. You really have to go to the left and then swing it in, like the racing line, you know. No, but on a more serious note, it's really difficult, especially with one hand. Could you do pro season on F1 2015? Does this fit? That's what she said. It does look like it though. Oops, maybe not. Oh, there's plenty of space over here, look at that. Not anymore though, so I have to straighten it up. Come on. There we go. You can find the clutch bite point. Could you do pro season on F1 2015? I'm gonna finish, of course, the career mode with the Sauber first. I think I want to do either a career mode with McLaren Honda, or maybe I should do a pro season with McLaren Honda. I'm not entirely sure. I will do a pro season though, most likely. Oops, I parked it completely in the wrong direction, I think. Let's see. Oh yeah, look at that. Oops, this is gonna be a bit of a problem maybe. Can't see. Okay, we still have some space, I think. No. We don't have a lot of space. Oops. This is a tricky one. This is the one for the more pro guys. I think we get it over here. Just need to get the right angle. Bit more. Do it. There we go. Oh, that's perfect. Well done. I'm saying well done to myself, no idea why. Any more comments though? You ever played ice hockey? No, I have not. I have not. It's not all that popular, in fact, in the Netherlands for some reason. I know it's really popular in Finland and whatnot. But over here, no, not so much. I'm going to drive it to a rest place or whatever, and then I'll end it. Usually I do this off camera, but I still have to look at my phone anyway. See if we have some more comments. Episode 48. Where's the dealer? Left, right. Probably a DAF dealer. DAF. DAF is a Dutch brand, I believe. So it would make sense if it is located in Amsterdam or Rotterdam, whatever. Someone asked me where I live. I said I lived close to Rotterdam, which is indeed true. You know what, I'll answer that in the video itself. I don't really have a lot of time to explain. Stay with Mercedes, great truck. Where can I park it? Oh, I can park it over here, okay. I can park it anywhere, basically. Well, let's keep it nice. Okay, yeah, right. That is the only place you cannot park it, okay. Here we go. Let's rest. Someone says save the money, buy a Scania later. What happened to the Q&A? That's gonna be online within the next couple of days. And that's it. Okay, good. So I need to, you know, start reading the comments a bit earlier. I have one more comment to ask, but I'll do that in the video itself. It's a bit easier because I want to end it here. So I want to thank you guys for watching. If you have enjoyed the video, I would appreciate a like. Yeah, it's back again, of course, the series. It's weekly as well. I hope to get this one update or uploaded on Monday as well. It's gonna be a bit tricky for me to do that, but I'll try my best. And that's pretty much it. See you next time. And goodbye.